So I've been working on this pinata, which this balloon deflated as I was trying to put it together, and I managed to, like, I wanted to have a 5-petaled flower, and then I popped 3 balloons trying to get 5 petals, and so finally I was just like, well, I guess it wants to be a 4-petal flower. And maybe this is better, because a lot of people, you know, when you're drawing a flower, you 5 petals, and flowers come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, not just 5 petals. There's all sorts of crazy things, like this guy here. What do you call that? But if you look here, some of our most common flowers, lilac, 4 petals. You can see 4 petals there. And Maltese cross has 4 petals. So it's not necessary that we have 5 petals on a flower. And I'm going to talk about this video, the Prodigy, as I sit here, and I guess this arm I'm going to get some vitamin D, but James is in the shade. He'll like being in the shade, so that's good. I have a bread bowl for him, a sourdough organic bread bowl, and with I think it's I can't remember which tomato soup recipe this is, but it's one of my tomato soups, and I think it's Strong Woman tomato soup, but it could be one of the others, and we'll see. I'll just taste it. So delicious. But if you're unfamiliar with what I've been doing, volunteering my time to make a blog, which nobody reads, and videos, which nobody watches. And so if you look back, probably probably the fall before, so probably fall 2017 or maybe 2018, I might have some recipes for you, and this would be one, because I'm a big fan of this soup. It's very easy to make and healthy and delicious, and most years I enjoy growing a lot of tomatoes because James loves tomatoes, but I haven't been wanting to grow them this year. So, but as you can see, I am growing my golden berries, and they're going strong. The flower buds still haven't opened, they're just bud. But wow, to have flower buds on your golden berries June, what is it, 12th or something like that? It's incredible. Now, I tried to tell James dinner was ready a couple times, and he hasn't come out yet, because he probably fell back asleep, because it's hot, right? And his chemo seems to make him sleep almost all the time. So he'll wake up, back to sleep. And his memory, he'll remember, forget, just like that. It's gone. But he's still a genius. Still, I mean, he's so far ahead of most people, it's crazy. So anyway, I totally fell off the wagon, and I have drank coffee. This is coffee in here. I got this from the Salvation Army Furniture Depot this morning when I went to check out what they had, and because it's free to, you go there and you could be a billionaire and go pick up your free bread and dessert there, and sometimes they have some other things. Anyway, I made some cucumber juice. Which, as you know, is my favorite, if you've watched me before. I love it. It's the best thing to drink in hot weather. It totally hydrates you like crazy. Far better than water. And yum. James doesn't seem to like it as much. I don't know why. So he'll have a hard time getting through that one glass, whereas I could go through this whole pitcher full just sitting here talking to you. And I might not drink the rest of that coffee. I drank a few sips of it this morning when I got it, and then it sat, and then I heated it up again. Anyway, The Prodigy. And this was so bad. It was, I was wondering, gee, do they make made-for-TV horror movies? Because this seems like it. I mean, it was so predictable, everything that happened. I mean, you see this, you knew exactly what was going to happen from pretty near the beginning. I mean, you see this woman pregnant, and you're like, ah, baby's going to be monster child. And then you're like, no, baby's going to be the guy that died, and, you know, his spirit goes into baby. And you see this little puppy, and you're like, oh dear, family dog, nothing good's gonna happen with that dog. So yeah, so predictable and not worth watching. But the soup is very much worth eating. So look back in whenever you see a video that looks like my slow cooker pot, I'm telling you what I'm putting in it. You don't need me to write out the amount, just look at it and go, eh, it looks about right. And then if you get, say, too much cloves, for example, then you go, oh, well, maybe I don't want so many cloves the next time. You don't put much cloves, because otherwise you end up with like dental numbing agent rather than yum. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to talk about, my new pinata, which is going to be... Right now, all I did was... I'll just show you. When I was putting the... Oh dear. When I was putting the paper on the balloons, I just twisted the balloon each time, because they're all knotted together in the middle. And then I twisted the balloon to paper the other sides. Now later on, maybe I might do this for the second coat also, and then for the second coat I'm going to connect, once I get the strips all done, then I'm going to connect all of these, and then I'll be able to flip it over once it dries. But for now, this is good enough for the first layer. So that's going to be a flower.